Welcome all to the Trance Q&A this week. We've not seen this many new faces since around the COVID lockdown period, to be honest. I welcome all the new members and hope that you have a good experience tonight. I'm going to start off by allowing our friend Elaine to do the opening prayer, followed by the Spirit's philosophy, and then we'll get around to allowing everyone to ask their questions. God bless.
Thank you. Could I just get everybody to bow their heads and join me in prayer? Father God and Spirit Divine, I want to ask you and thank you for bringing us all together here tonight. Ask for love and the highest protection, not only to each and every one of us, but to the vessel and his mainstay and helpers that come forwards to answer our questions and give us great knowledge and wisdom. I ask that we all come together tonight in harmony so that we can send the highest love to the spirit realms. I also ask those in need of healing, that they may receive this healing, be it man, woman, or child, and also extend this out to the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. I ask that the whole world to be in harmony with love. Amen.
Sister, I thank you. I thank you for the words you have just spoken. You have said a prayer many times, calling to spirit, calling to that of the guides to come forward, to help man, help them to understand our eternal life. We are always willing to do so. But when we hear your words, such as you did a few moments ago, we listen. We listen to the feelings of vibration to see if the prayer is sincere, and it was. You were sending out love within your words, love not only to spirit, not only to the vessel, but you were sending the love to each and every one that has come within your group this eventide. You have come seeking the knowledge of truth. The truth is what will be given. Remember these words, my friend, for they are spoken many times, and many times repeated. God works in mysterious ways. His wonders he does perform. God works in ways that man will never know, but will feel if they open up to that of the energies and entities of the spirits that are around them. You see, if you ask, you will receive. And when you receive, it's because you are seeking. When you are seeking, it shows that you are opening your mind, the third eye, so that you can come into alignment, to open up the channels of the body, to allow your inner spirit to be free, free to sense free to feel, free to see, and free to give expressions of knowledge that we in spirit relay towards them. There is much that man will have to learn. Question, seek and doubt. Do not take for gospel, because when you are doubting, the doubting Thomas will always find the truth, and the truth will be shown and given. Now I know, my friends, Savannah is waiting to speak to you all. She is waiting for the questions that you have upon your lips. I will now say to you, thank you for hearing my words, as Savannah steps forward towards you.
Hello, my friends. It is lovely to see you. It is lovely to be here once again, using the vessel. And when using the vessel, I am able to see that of the old and of the new that have entered into the group. It is lovely seeing each and every one of you. Those that have been coming for quite some time understand the way that I work through the vessel. But those of you who have come for the first time, I will tell you, my name is Savannah. I once in life was a high priestess into the temple of the Aztecs. My transition into the realms of spirit was through a play, and it is 13th century when my passing took place. So I have gained great knowledge in the realms of spirit that I want to share with man, and I want to share through that of the vessel towards you. Do not be afraid to ask up your questions. Always remember, you may say they sound silly. No question is silly, because if you want to ask it, there is a reason why you want to ask it. So, my friends, I am now willing and waiting to hear your words, and I thank you for coming forward. God bless you.
Sure. Good evening, sister.
Hello, my brother. Lovely to hear your voice once again.
Thank you. May I have your permission for those in the group to ask of their questions to you this
You
time?
may, my brother, and thank you once again for asking for permission. I am willing and waiting now to hear the words spoken.
No problem. Thank you. The next first person on the list today is Pauline. Just going to mute you, Pauline. There you go.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, my dear. Lovely to see your beautiful face and smile. What are you doing, being the first one in the group to ask up the question? Normally, you're at the very end.
Well, that's to surprise you.
Have you paid the young man?
Oh, dear. What I was going to ask you is, how difficult is it for you to learn the different languages that you may have to learn?
Oh, my dear, it is very, very difficult. You see, you have to remember, each and every one of us, when born into life upon the earth, we are learning to speak up our native tongue. But when you come to spirit and you gain knowledge in spirit and go forward, you are taken into the school of learning, and you have to learn many languages. But I like to speak through that of your native tongue. It is more simpler. It is not very easy to speak about the languages. The difficulty I found trying to understand of the native tongues of man is how to listen to the words they speak, the meanings of the words they speak, because what you within your life may say, this is it. Others may have a different way of putting those words forward, but make it difficult to understand.
Yes.
So we have to, in spirit, my dear, we have to learn so much. Everyone thinks that when you leave the physical body, you're going on to a different plane. You're going to have a life of joy and everything's going to be happy for you. Well, I can tell you, my dear, it is harder than you think here in spirit. Yes, you have your period of time that you have the joys of being with the family that have gone before you, able to help those that you've left behind. But you have to grow also in the realms of spirit so that you can move forward onto different spheres and go into the school of learning. It is not easy, my dear. So do not think of coming to the realms of spirit too quickly, because there's so much you will have to learn. You understand?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, thank
A
you.
beautiful laughter, my dear. It brings a lot of joy. Thank you for letting me hear that sound.
Bless you. The other question I was going to ask you, if it's possible, if I can have some spiritual guidance, please.
My dear, you may.
Thank
In
you.
the last few days, you have been calling to spirit, not just for guidance, but for healing. You have been asking spirit also for peace of mind. There is so much confusion around you at this moment of time that you do not know who to believe, who to trust, or what is going on around you. You understand?
I'm not quite sure where you...
Let me explain to you, my dear. I am speaking of your medical conditions.
Oh, yeah.
One says one thing, another says another thing, and it doesn't give you reassurance. So therefore it's bringing confusion into your mind, and it is causing you the agitation within life. You understand?
Yes, I do now.
So
Yes.
you see, my dear, this is why I say to you, continue to look forward materially and spiritually. We have things in order in this way in the realms of spirit. Your loved ones are close towards you. You are sensing their vibrations. You are seeing the silhouettes. They are bringing colors towards you. You are feeling the warmth of their energy all around you. Do not feel that spirit have left you. They have not. Remember the words that Satyana brought forward. God works in mysterious ways. His wonders he does perform. And he is working in a way that is mysterious to you. But the wonders will be given. Look forward, my dear. You understand?
Yes, I do. Bless you.
God bless you, my dear.
Yeah, thank you.
Bless you. Right. I'm just going to ask Sarah if she thought of any questions.
Yeah, I have actually.
Brilliant. Now next on the list then. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Savannah, you said you come from was it the Aztec dynasty?
Yes, my dear.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please? It's interesting.
My dear, if our brother could ever show to you a video that was brought forward from that of the realms of spirit. You see, when I was high priestess within that of the tower, upon that of the hill and the steps of many, From our temple, I would look out to many within the land, and I would speak out the words towards them. You see, my dear, I, as the high priestess, I was given a gift of spirit, a gift of knowledge, but it was given by that of the elders in the realms of spirit. And many times I would go before the altar. I would raise up the golden chalice. I would drink of the wine, and I would call upon that of the elders to allow me to go forward where I could speak towards them. Many will think, oh, well, she must have had some steps that led up there into the spirit realms that would have brought her before the elders. When we spoke of our brother through that of the trance of our visitor, it was a case of, my dear, when I stood before that of the altar of the gods, a portal would open, and I would walk through, and I was lifted up into the realms of spirit. I would sit before that of the elders. Many say there are only a few. Let me explain to you, my dear. In the realms of spirit, there are many, many elders, and it is those of the highest that will call you forward. And when you find yourself going into that of a deepness that you call of the trance, when you're in your deepness, that is where you can be called before the elders. They will speak to you, you will speak to them. And this is what I do. This is what I do. You see, I have been given a gift. I am a chosen one. And I am lucky because, you see, I saw the vessel when he was a child. And I went before the elders to ask if I could work with him. It wasn't until he was in his teens before I was allowed to come close towards. But we have worked together for many years now, and many more will take place. He is one that is willing to allow the spirits of truth to enter into his physical body, to use of that of the brain, of the heart, of the lungs, and many things that we wish to use within his body, as he does not fear what we do with him. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much. That was interesting.
My dear, many times the vessel I have spoken through, and I always say to man within life, try to find your mainstay. Ask who your guide is. Many will give you within life different guides. Some will say an Indian, some will say a Chinaman, some will say a monk. They are not. Your spirit guide that was born with you is your guide. You must not be afraid to call towards them. They will show a vision towards you. You will start to sense. And once you start to sense, you will be made aware. Much awareness will be given to you because you know whom your guide is, who is helping you and taking you forward into that of the knowledge of spirit. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You have another question, my dear.
Much and such the same as Pauline. I'd like to ask you for a bit of spiritual guidance, if possible, please.
My dear, the word I bring to you is the most important word that I share to each and everyone within the group. Trust. Trust. You are searching for the knowledge of truth. Men can bring many words to warn you, but are they the true words that are being spoken? This is why, my dear, you must learn to trust your inner spirit. Trust your guide. Go by your senses, what you are feeling. You see, many times I've spoken, Kito Surya, I have spoken through the vessel, and I have said, the beautiful ladies, God gave you a special gift that you call a woman's intuition, but you do not listen to your feelings. Many times the words are spoken to you. You hear, but you do not hear. You see, but you do not see. You feel, but you do not feel. You see, when you hear words spoken from man within life, you listen to what you want to hear, but you do not listen to what Spirit is saying to you through your inner voice, your instincts. And this is why we say to you that you must not listen to words. Listen to your inner spirit. Listen to your guide. Listen to the feelings that are placed upon you, my dear, as beautiful as you are, and as sincere as you are. You do not listen to spirit. You listen to words, and words may be misinterpreted. You understand?
I do, thank you.
You go forward in truth, my dear. Remember the words just spoken. Seek, you will find. God bless you.
Thank you.
Sure. Right, next person on the list is Elaine. I'm just going to mute you, Elaine.
Hello, Sister Safena.
Not you again, is it, my dear?
It is. Come to know you.
Bless you, my dear. You know I always love to hear your voice, but I like to also jest. Because when I bring jest into your group, it brings laughter. When it brings laughter, it brings that of a higher vibration. You understand?
I do, and that's quite allowed.
God bless you, my dear. What is your question?
So my question is, it was actually an experience that my mum told me when before my gran took the transition, and I was thinking about it because she was speaking to my mum and said some things, and then it was if her mouth was basically shut and then she couldn't get her words out. What she said happened within the family a few months later. And I just thought, oh, well, there's something in that. And then it happened. And then I came obviously into the group and started to learn about spirit and eternal life. And then I was thinking, well, is that my grandmother's mainstay that's, intervened? And then I was thinking about her the other week, and I thought, would it be possible that it could also be the inner spirit? So I was just wondering what you think.
When grandmother was being prepared for the transition into the realms of spirit, the guide she was born with came forward, and her guide she saw. He came to her, to prepare for a transition into the realms of spirit. Put her at ease so that the guide can speak to the inner spirit within. And speaking to the inner spirit was leading it forward so that it should leave of that of the body to go forward into the realms of spirit. You spoke of an experience that took place after her transition. That again was her guide coming forward to show to the family reassurance that the transition had taken place with ease. You understand?
I understand, Safena. It was actually before she passed. So sorry if I didn't explain that properly.
My dear, let me explain. You heard the words that were spoken before her transition. That of the guide came forward to speak to the inner spirit. And it was said that the guide that came forward would have been seen by that of the grandmother, her experience, you understand?
I do now. Sorry, Safena.
My dear, you see those words that were spoken? You see, but you do not see. You hear, but you do not hear. So, my dear, you was not listening to what was being spoken to you. You naughty girl. Do you
I'm
have
sorry.
another question, my dear?
Yes, I do. So there's a picture behind me of a horse lying down, and down beside the horse's nose, I can see a sort of outline of another horse's face. But I can only see it when I'm looking onto the computer, or when I'm on my device on this screen. I can't see it when I'm actually looking directly at the picture.
No,
I was wondering, is this just my imagination, or is this just something of nothing, or?
My dear, let me explain to you. First and foremost, the reason you cannot see what is being shown to you spiritually through the picture as you look at it, because your eyes are only seeing that of the horse within the picture itself. But when you look within what you call your computer, linking in the way that you are today, you see the reflection from that of the picture upon the screen. That is where you are seeing that of the spirit that is being shown to you, of a horse shown upon that of the nose of another horse. You see, my dear, there are three in the realms of spirit that are connected to you, not just the one, you understand. And because of this, when you look into the screen, it is not your imagination, it is spirit showing a reflection of the animals, the creatures that have taken their transition, you understand?
I do, Safena. Thank you for that.
You are welcome, my dear. Please, I have to say these words to you. You say, is this my imagination? You know, sometimes imagination can run wild. But when you are asking, is this my imagination? This is because you are seeking the answer. And when you seek up the answer, the truth can be given towards you. My dear, there is much for you to learn. And slowly but surely, you are progressing and learning to understand the difficulty that you have at this moment is the difficulty in the sensing of spirit, you understand?
I do, Savannah.
That will come, that will come. And once this takes place, then, my dear, you will not say, is this my imagination? It's because you will feel the truth. You understand?
I do, Savannah. Thank you.
You are welcome, my dear. God bless you.
Bless you.
Sure. Right, the next person on the list is Jennifer. I'm just going to mute you now, Jennifer. There you go.
Thank you so much. Hello, Sister Savannah. This is my very first time meeting you, so I'm blessed to be here.
My dear, it is an honor. It is a privilege to see you within the group. It is always an honor to see new people come before within the group, because you see, I love when others come and others ask questions from a different country, because when they are asking questions, they're not asking the same questions of the group itself. You understand?
I do.
What is your question, my dear?
So I think that the two questions that I've formulated belong together, and I hope that's okay when it comes out. But I am working with many beautiful teachers in trance. I'm very ADHD, I think, and I'm totally clairvoyant. So when I close my eyes, Savannah, they are there all the time. So going into a trance and a trance blend and trance healings and all the beautiful rooms I get to go to, my mind is very busy. So I'm worried, one, that the connections aren't getting to be made in the room for everybody if my busy mind is blocking anything. And then two, help me. What do I do? Where do I go? What are my thoughts supposed to be doing so that I disappear, so to speak?
My dear, please forgive. I have listened very carefully to your words. You say that you have been in groups with many trance mediums that are teaching you to become aware of trance. You understand?
Yes.
My dear, I will tell you, I tell you in truth, no man can teach you, no man can teach anyone how to become a medium, how to become a healer, how to do trance, how to do transfiguration. You, my dear, a gift has been given to you from those in the realms of spirit. You are being nurtured, my dear, not taught. You see, you can take that of a seed and place it within that of a little vase. You can water it. You cannot teach it to grow. You can nurture it to grow. And what you have to do, my dear, is first of all listen to my words as I speak to you. Those that teach you, they do not teach you how to go into the deepness of meditation. They tell you, let's go into meditation. Let us have a bit of peace and time. But what they cannot do, they cannot take you into that deepness. My dear, listen to my words. You will understand why I am speaking to you in this manner. One, first of all, you are a material being, and you have material conditions around you. So it is very difficult for you to go into a deepness of meditation. It is also hard for you to go into that of relaxation, because, my dear, your brain is constantly working overtime, and when your time is over, you will understand. Yes, I was told I was in trance, but you was aware of everything that was going on around you, so you was not in the deepness. My dear, none of them have told you how to sit. None of them have told you how to use the breathing technique. None of them have told you that to go into a deepness of meditation, you have to be at peace of mind, body, and spirit as one. That is when we in spirit, we can come forward. And when we come forward, we start to work upon the vessel we have chosen. And once we start to work upon, it takes time, but we know how to work with that of the physical body, of the brain of man, and we have to work upon using that of the voice box, using that of the vibrations of the sound of their voice. So, my dear, there is so much that you need to understand. There may be many people that are beautiful, but do not truly understand the words they speak. You understand?
Yes.
So you, my dear, please forgive. I have not come in a manner to offend you, to upset you, but you have come to hear the truth of knowledge, of learning to connect with the energies of spirit. Man cannot help you, but we in spirit can. That is why, when speaking to a lady previous, I said, listen to your inner voice. Trust your guide. Trust your guide, and they will take you forward. You understand?
Yes.
God bless you, my dear. What is
Thank
your
you.
other question?
Well, those I combined to be one because I thought they were two.
My dear, you also spoke of the healing. Again, man cannot heal, but spirit can use that of man to do the bidding, because the energies can be placed. And when the energies are placed, they do not place the energies into the hand. They place the energies first of all into the guide that is connected to the vessel. The guide then uses that of the body of the vessel to send the healing to those that are in need of. You understand?
I do now.
There is so much, my dear. Please, I would love to speak a long time to you so that you will understand. You have a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful heart and nature. But you are one, my dear, that is easily led, because you see you are too trusting. And because you are too trusting, you are vulnerable to those who say, I know it all, when they know nothing. You understand?
I do.
You are a beautiful soul, my dear. Please, I do hope that I have that of an opportunity to speak to you again, but I know that others are also waiting with questions upon their lips. God bless you.
God bless you.
Right. The next person on the list is Marie. I'm just going to mute you, Marie.
Thank you. Good evening, Safina.
Hello, my dear. Lovely
Hello.
to hear your voice. What is your question, my dear?
Well, I would like if you could give me some guidance. I do like to communicate with animals. So could you give me some guidance and so that I can get better at it and not have any doubts?
Well, first
Sometimes
of all,
I
my
don't
dear,
have doubts all the time, but sometimes I think I don't always understand what the animal is telling me. Yes, so if you could give me a bit of help with that, please.
first of all, I will say to you, first of all, there is a beautiful young lady that is called that of Elaine. There is a handsome young man that is called that of Kyle. They work with the animals and they connect with the senses of the vibrations of the animals. They are growing in great knowledge, and I am sure they too will be able to help you when you ask of them. But I will tell you, my dear, everything comes down to the most important thing of all, trust. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust your guide. You've got to learn to listen to the sound of the vibrations of that of the energies from the animals that you are speaking. My dear, please forgive the words that I am about to say to you, because some may say you must be going mad. But when you are around an animal and you are hugging and you are touching, you hear a voice within your head and you hear the words that are being spoken and you answer back and you think I must be going mad because I am talking to myself. You are not, my dear. You are talking to that of the energies that come from that of the animals that want to speak to you. They communicate in many ways. Because you have heard these words many times, my dear, all creatures, great and small, they are more susceptible to the energies and the entities of spirit. It is man with his material life that has lost his way and finds it difficult to communicate in a true spiritual way or even feel the vibrations that are coming from that of the creatures you speak of. You understand?
Yes, yes, I do.
Right?
Yeah.
You see, you must understand. Man only thinks of man, the creatures of the land, all creatures great and small, whether it be that of an elephant or that of a mouse, they all have feelings, and they can show their feelings when they are close to man. You have to learn to understand them. Many men will say the creatures need to be tamed. Whether it is a wild creature or not, can still have feelings. And if man can understand the feelings, they can understand what the creature is saying. You understand?
Yes, yes, for sure.
There is
Yes,
so much, my dear, that you need to learn. But as I say, our brother, our sister, they will help you with any way that they can. They are true to spirit. Is there anything other you wish to ask, my dear?
uh, yes. Well, quite quite often I do refer, not always, but I do refer to animals as earth angels. I feel convinced uh, that, well, some animals in particular, they, to me, they feel as if they've come from the angelic realm. Is that right? I know that might sound silly, but I am convinced of that, and I don't know now when I'm
Yeah.
speaking to you. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Let me explain to you. It is not a silly question to ask, but no, they are not angels. They are not angels. They are a spirit within of what you call the creatures of life. But you have a gift within you. That gift you are trying to use in a true spiritual way to communicate with the creatures of life. If you feel that they are the angels, go by your feelings. It is what you feel within yourself. It is your truth that you are sensing. Words are but words. But remember, what is given from you is feeling. You are giving that of love. You are showing that of love. You are giving that of healing. And you are giving that of what I call courage to that of the creatures of life. You understand?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely.
Listen to me, my dear. It is important. You see, you have your way of speaking to that of the creatures of life. You feel that they are angels. That is your feeling. That is your inner spirit that is making you aware of your feelings. So never let man say to you, those feelings are not true. Those feelings are within you. So if you look at them as angels, angels they are. You understand?
Yes, yes, thank you.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Right, the next person on the list is Claire. I'm just going to mute you, Claire. There you go.
Thank you. Good evening, Sister Savannah. I'm honoured to meet you.
It is my privilege to meet you, young lady,
Lots
and
of
to
love
hear
to you.
your voice.
Oh, thank you. My first question is, I'm new to trance. How do I blend and connect to my guides and spirit deeper, please, and be more of service to spirit? I have a lot of love for spirit.
Let me explain a few things to you, my dear. The first thing you have said, I am learning to communicate in trance. The first thing you have to do, my dear, is learn to communicate with your inner spirit. You have to first of all go into the deepness of the meditation. When you go into the deepness of the meditation, you open the mind, you open the voice, you open the heart, you open the solar plex, and you open your base. You become in alignment with that of the energies of spirit. And it is from there on that you learn to sense, to feel. And once you are open, there is no closing because your channels are open completely. You may go into a room and it may be empty, but you feel uncomfortable in that room because you be made aware of the senses. The friction has been within. You are sensing. And this is how you learn. Learn first of all to communicate with your guide. When your guide is ready, not before, my dear. No one can tell you, I will make you a trance medium in 6 months. It can take a lifetime because this is what will happen. Once you have learned to communicate with your guide, Once you have learned to communicate with your own inner spirit, and you are as one, that is when your guide starts to work upon you, because your guide is not one that speaks through you. It is the helpers that come to speak through you. That is how they learn. That is how they progress. And what they have to do is, once you are open, that spirit has to get to know you, get to know your body inside out. It has to know the way your brain works. It has to know the elements you have within your body. It has to know of your blood cells, the white and the red. It has to know how your heart is beating, how your kidneys are working. It has to know everything about you before it is allowed to enter into your body, so that it can work upon your voice box. Let me explain to you, my dear. This is to make you aware. When one goes into what you call the deepness, and you go into what trance, when you are being brought out of that condition and you start to speak, your voice is a little croaky, so you cough to clear the voice, you understand?
Yes.
That you must not do. Just talk. Talk as it is. It might sound croaky for a few moments, but that is how spirit is working upon your voice box, working upon the vibrations of the sound of your voice. The more this takes place, the stronger it becomes, the longer it becomes, and before you know where you are, your helper is speaking through you, giving words of wisdom to men. So there is so much, my dear, that you must understand.
Yes.
Because we in spirit, we must be careful when using of that of a physical body, because we do not wish to step in and cause harm upon it, as we do not want to take away from you the ailments that you have within. So we are protecting ourselves as well as protecting you. You understand, my dear?
Yes, totally. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, my dear. It is always a pleasure to hear words that are being spoken, that is searching for truth, and wants you to have the understanding. That is how you know you can progress. You understand?
I understand. Thank you.
Here, before your second question comes upon your lips, you are sitting there. Your hands are very clammy, you understand?
Yes.
That is the energy of spirit that is working with you, my dear.
Oh, bless you.
Let me explain to you so that you are aware. Very rare does man within life explain to you how spirit enter into your physical body. Some will say they enter through the crown. No, it does not. Some will say they just walk in and take control. No, they do not. Look at your hands, my dear, and you will understand why I'm bringing these words to you. Spirit enters through the left palm, leaves through the right. Your hands are clammy, yes, but your right hand on the top of your hand is cold. You understand?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So you see, my dear, That is how spirit come. That is how we come within you. We take your hand.
Oh, okay. Oh,
God
that's
bless you,
amazing.
my dear.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. What is your other question you have?
Okay. Please, I ask. I have had a spirit speak through me a few times, and it happened quite randomly and out of the blue, really suddenly. Could you explain why that happened to me when I cannot blend with my guide?
My dear, I will explain that very easy to you.
Oh, thank you.
You see, my dear, you was not in trance. You was overshadowed.
Oh,
Overshadows is different to that of going into trance. You see, when you are overshadowed, you are gone into a deep relaxation. And that is how spirit can come upon you. And they can speak what you think is in trance using your voice. It is your voice. It is your voice. It is the words of spirit that are being given. You understand?
I understand. Yeah, thank you.
So please, my dear, these are the words I say to you. Learn more, and understand more, because it isn't a case that you can go into a settle and you can sit and then you are a medium, then you can sit and you are that of a trance medium, and then you sit and you are transfiguration medium, then you sit and you are materialized. My dear, there is so much to learn. You see, we can come and help you, but you have to do the work, not the spirit. Do not think that we are the ones that are saying to you, you can. Yes, you can, but you have to aim towards your goal. You have to learn to understand. You have to learn how to truly communicate with that of the spirit realms. You understand?
I understand. Thank you.
God bless you, my dear.
Lots of love to you. God bless.
And the same to you, my dear.
Bless. Right. The next person on the list is Freya Jala. Frejal. I'm just going to unmute you. Are you there?
Thank you.
Brilliant.
My name is Freya Lil. It's a
Thank
little
you.
hard name.
I get tongue twisted.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Hello, Savannah.
Hello, my dear. Lovely to hear your voice. What is your question, my dear?
I have a question. Can you give me any advice about developing my mediumship? I don't know the words in English perfectly, but
My dear, I understand what you are saying.
okay, you understand.
Let me explain to you, my dear.
Yes.
There are many within life that would love to understand how to connect with that of spirit. Always remember these words, they are very important to remember. Many are picked, only few are chosen, because those that are picked are given the chance to learn how to first of all connect with their inner spirit. When they learn to connect with their inner spirit, as you have heard spoken once before, and the channels are open, that is where your work begins. That is where you have to put the trust into your mainstay, your main guide. When you trust up, make sure that you mean you trust. I have seen many within life who will say, I trust my guide. Then when things go wrong with their material life, they say, where was you? Why didn't you? Why couldn't you? Spirit will never fail men. They work alongside them, and they are helping them through the difficulties of their material life unseen. But man, then starts to fall away from the wayside and gives up and said, Spirit, they don't exist. It's because they gave up. They didn't want to persevere. So it is hard work, my dear, learning to communicate. I will say these words to you. What you truly need at this moment of time is a reputable medium, one that is true to spirit, one that is true to that of the Father God, to take you under their wing and to say to you, I will help you, I will nurture you, I will guide you. But if you find one that says, I teach, walk away, because no man can teach. You understand?
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, my
It
dear.
was beautiful.
I love the sound of your voice.
No, thank you.
Please, my dear, I will say to you, in the realms of spirit, there is that of a Father vibration that is very close towards you. And one before taking of the transition, suffered all in the just area of life with that of the heart conditions. He comes to you from time to time, and when he comes, you sense his vibration, but you see of the whiteness of the silhouette, you understand?
No, I don't quite understand who it is. Is it
Father vibration, please forgive, my dear.
okay?
When
My
we
grandfather.
when we speak from the realms of spirit, fathers, we use them in many ways. Father, father-in-law, grandfather, we bring their vibration. You must then be aware to sense. You understand?
Yes, I will try that.
Yes, my dear, because they are there to help you. They are there to guide you. Let them in. Let them come to you. You see, my dear, remember the words I have just spoken to you. The vibration, because it is about the sensing of a Father vibration. It is the condition that is given with it that helps you to understand whom first with the heart conditions. You understand?
Okay, thank you very much.
You are welcome, my dear. You see again that you did very well. You was not sure of whom had come, so the explanation was given to you, and it helped you to understand.
Yes.
I correct, my dear.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, the next person on the list is Sandy. I'm just going to look for where the camera is. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Just unmuted you now, Sandy.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
Hello, my dear. What a beautiful voice you have.
Oh, thank you. No, while I've been sitting here, Savannah, all I've been getting is like a blue sort of light around my throat area.
Lovely.
And that's been pulsating. Also, over the past couple of weeks, I've been getting one of my mentors coming through, and I do not know if he's now my guide. He's called Andrew.
My dear, please, I am going to speak to you openly and honestly towards you. One, first of all, you felt that of a blue light around your throat area. You
Yes.
understand? First of all, you are in need of healing, my dear.
Yes.
Healing around the throat and also upon your chest. You understand?
Yes.
The healing is being given to you. That is why you are sensing, because while you are in the group, there are healers that are building the energies of the healing, and you are absorbing it onto yourself. And that is very good, because this is the way that spirit works, you understand?
Yes.
Then you ask the question within the question that you are sensing, that of a helper that is around you.
Yes.
Let me explain to you, my dear, first and foremost. When we talk from the realms of spirit to man, we speak of a guide.
Yes.
A guide is a guide to guide you. A helper is one to help you. So you see, my dear, when many come to man within life and say, your guide is your helper. He is doing this, he is doing that, or she's doing this, she's doing that. Let me explain to you. Your guide guides you forward into the knowledge of your material life and also your spiritual life. But it is your helper. You have many helpers that will come in and out. And you have the name of Andrew given towards you. My dear, let me explain to you. If you feel that of a helper has the name of Andrew, you take it, but you must feel it, because there is an Andrew within your life around you at this moment of time, you understand?
Yes, there is.
And that Andrew is needing that of spiritual help and guidance at this moment of time, you understand?
Yes.
So you see, the helper that came towards you, you felt the name of Andrew given to you. Your helper was saying to you, we wish for you to help this young man. Help him by giving him guidance and giving him that of healing, you understand?
Yes.
You
Yes.
see, my dear, it comes back to the word right at the beginning. God does work in mysterious ways, you understand?
Yes.
So there is a lot, my dear, that you do understand. But let me explain to you. Many times I speak through the vessel, and those that have been coming into the group for quite some time must really get fed up of hearing my words repeat. Learn to understand whom is your guide, your guide. Ask them to show themselves. They won't do it overnight. It may take time. You say to them, let me know, what is your name? And as you start to ask, the more you ask, the more they bring towards you. You may find yourself putting your hands to your face and brushing it down from under the nose, past the chin, and you say, my guide has a beard and mustache, but you haven't looked to how far the hand has gone past the chin before you move it. It can be that of an Egyptian guide that comes forward through you. So you are being made aware that you have an Egyptian guide. You then start to ask, how tall are you? You find a way that spirit will show to you that coming through to you, they will either express that you are taller than yourself or smaller than yourself. That is the way that spirit will work with you first of all. And once you have placed everything together, a vision will be shown to you through the third eye. and as is shown toward you, you know then whom your mainstay, whom your guide is. Keep asking for the name to be given, 'cause once it is given to you, you will know their name. So when another medium comes towards you and says, I have your guide here, he is calling the name towards you, you will know whether they are connecting truly to that of spirit. You understand?
Yes.
My dear, your voice is so smooth. I love to hear. There is a beautiful lady that is within the group. When she speaks, she has a tone that rings the vibration that lifts up within the group. But she does not see it, she does not feel it. Yet we in spirit, we love to hear the sounds of the voice itself. You understand?
Yes.
God bless you, my dear.
Right.
One good. Oh, sorry, you've gone.
No, sorry. Did you have another question?
I just was going to ask. It's maybe a strange question, but when Savannah was talking about the sensation around my face, I do get this. It's the cobwebs.
Yes, my dear. You see, you call them cobwebs.
Yeah, it could be ectoplasm.
No, my dear. Let me explain something for you. You see, my dear, please forgive. I am getting a little excited here.
Yeah.
Let me explain. You have said a word, ectoplasm. That word is thrown out to many within life, but they do not understand what ectoplasm is. My dear, first of all, when you say you have a cobweb upon your face, that is the energy of spirit that is kissing you on the side of your cheek, and you feel the energy like that of a cobweb. So automatically you rub it away. Then when it comes to that of speaking of the ectoplasm is an energy that is within your body. When one goes into the deepness, and I do not speak of going into a deep meditation, I am talking of the deepness that your body is so weak that of the spirit within, and your guide is taking control. As you are in that deepness, you're in the spirit, allows that of the energy to leave of the physical body. It will leave through the mouth, through the ears, the nose, the eyes. The energy of a green mist will fall to the ground. Then it will build of that of your spirit within, your inner spirit, and man will see the fullness within it. And as they do, they must not make a sound, they must not make a move. The sudden shock that is brought to you, your inner spirit, will roll back into the body very quickly, and it can kill you, because it will be that of the weakness of the heart. You understand, my dear?
I've already had that experience, Savannah. The
Well,
psychic.
you see, my dear.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you.
Well, you understand why I spoke to you when I say ectoplasm. People do not understand it, and they just throw it as a word, ectoplasm. Let me explain something to you, my dear, and you will understand, and it will help others to understand, hopefully within this group. If you sit in a very cold room, and you breathe. The warm air from your body looks like a mist, you understand?
Yes, that's correct.
And many will say, that is ectoplasm.
Yes.
That is not ectoplasm, my dear. That is the warmth of your body
Yes.
through the air that's within your lungs that is being let out. So they see of the warm air in the cold. That is not ectoplasm.
Yes, I agree.
I do thank you, my dear, for the question you have asked, because you see, I have been able this eventide to express it more clearly, where others are touched upon it. You have opened it up, you understand?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, my dear, and I hope that the answers that was given to you has opened your thought of your mind even wider to the understandings of spirit.
And by the way, before you go, I'll say this very quickly. It's not me, it's got the heart problems, it's my partner.
So you understand where they are, my
Yes,
dear.
I understood that.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. The next person on the list is Joe. Just going to mute you, Joe.
Okay. Hello, Savannah.
Hello, my dear. You know, it has taken a long time for you this evening to talk to me.
It has.
Know, I always look forward to your voice.
Thank you. Question is, people have said things about numbers. Now, in the past few months, I keep seeing 1111 constantly. When I'm driving the car and I glance down, it's 1111. I just see it. What does it mean for me?
My dear, please forgive. I have to speak of truth. When man speaks of numbers, we in spirit, we do not recognize the numbers. We do not work with numbers. It is man that is saying it is 1111 or 3333 or 3 or 8. We do not communicate with man through number. We communicate through the energies of the spirits. So if you are having number 1111 shown towards you, I can only say these words, my dear. You have heard words spoken by other men within life that do not truly understand how spirit truly works. Many will look upon that of the computer to try to find out what 1111, 8 or 9 or whatever number comes. But you have to remember, numbers are given by man, not by spirit. So my dear, I can only say to you, I do not understand why you are seeing 1111, you understand?
Yes, I think it's a mystery. The other question I've got is, I love my spirit name. Thank you for letting me have it quite a while ago. I'm interested to know, before we're born, how do they choose everybody's spirit name? How is that chosen and whom by?
I will tell you, my dear. First and foremost, when you are born into the world, your spirit guide is given a name. It is the name that will be used by man within life. But when your guide returns into the realms of spirit, they do not use the name that once was given. They go back to their name that they was given in the realms of spirit by that of the elders, you understand?
Yes.
You see, my dear, let me explain to you. The elders, this is why there is not just one, not just 4, not just 12. There are many helpers in the realms of spirit. And what happens is that one within the realms of spirit has come from within man. They are greeted by their spiritual name that was given to them before being placed within the physical body. So for you to receive the name of your guide, it is an honor, it is a privilege, my dear, you understand?
I do.
Is there anything else you would wish to ask of me, my dear?
No, I don't know if I misheard or I didn't understand what you said, but were you talking about my spirit guide name? I was talking about my spirit name, which is known as Lila in the spirit world.
Dear. That is your name that is given to your inner spirit.
Yeah.
But your guide also has a name. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes, I know
And that
that.
is what I was teaching to Katosia. That is what I was talking to you about. You see, when you are given your spiritual name for your inner spirit, when it goes to the realms, your guide also has a name. And that is why I spoke in the manner that I did, my dear.
Yes, I understand now. Thank you.
You are welcome, my dear. It is always an honor when someone stands before and questions. You see, when you question, that means you are seeking. And when you are seeking, you will find. So I thank you, my dear, for bringing your words towards me. God bless you.
Bless you as well, Safena.
Right.
Thank you.
The next person on the list is Anne. Just going to mute you, Anne. There you go.
Hello, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my dear. How are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you're
God
the same.
bless you, my dear.
I'm a medium, but I've still got a lot to learn. It's just to ask you, do you think I'll get to my goal? I've been quite a good medium.
My dear, please forgive. Your voice was not very clear for me to hear.
Sorry, I'll do it a bit slower. It's because I'm Scottish and I've got a deep voice. I'm a medium, but I've still got a lot to learn. Do you think I will make a good medium at the end of the road?
My dear, let me explain something to you. From the words that I heard, I will give to you these words. You want to become a medium. Always remember what the word medium means. Many will say a medium is one that communicates with spirit. A medium is a mediator between the two worlds. And you, my dear, the gift has been given to you as a child. You have seen spirit many times that have shown themselves towards you. You have felt their vibrations around you. You have seen up the silhouettes of the shadows, but you have pushed them to one side. And now you are saying, I want to become a medium. You can become the medium because the sight has been given to you, the guide has been given to you. So now what you need to find is one of truth that will take you under their wing and help you to progress, to nurture your gift within you. And you can and will. Do not look at age of man, because any spirit can connect with any age at any time. You understand?
Yes, I've been training to be a medium for 2.5 years now.
My dear, That is just a blip. There are many that have been sitting to become a medium for over 25 years,
Yes, I
even
understand.
more. You see, my dear, man is very impatient. They want everything placed in front of them on a silver platter, but they do not realize there is so much to learn of how to communicate, how to learn to link with the energies of spirit. You've heard this eventide many times, a word spoken, going into the deepness. You see, my dear, there are many that say I go into a deep meditation, they're not even relaxed because they let the material thoughts come into what is within. So you see, my dear, going into a deepness, their mind is empty. Their mind is empty. And when you go into your meditation, your mind is not empty. You understand?
Yes.
So you see, my dear, it takes time. And you may say, but I don't have much time.
I've got a lot of time to learn. I've a lot of it.
My dear, we know what we're doing. We work in ways that is true. We do not work with what you call in life psyche. A psyche does not link with spirit, does not connect with their own inner spirit, because they do not know how to do it. They are being taught of what to do, how to sit, how to relax, how to say words. They are not true connections, you understand?
Yes.
So you see, my dear, it does take time, but you will find your answers, and that I will reassure you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Do you have another question, my dear?
It's just if you could give me spiritual guidance.
The first thing I have got to say to you, my dear, a lot of healing is being given to you at this moment of time. A lot of healing by that of the healing angels, from that of the healers within your group. You see, my dear, when you sit as you are at this moment, you are not sitting upright. You are relaxing, and you are relaxing because the aches and pains upon the body, you understand?
Yes.
And my dear, you know yourself that you are in need of a lot of healing. I am aware hospital conditions are linking with you. And do not worry, do not fear. All will be well, because as this eventide comes to an end, you will go into your sleepness. The healing angels will bring the healing towards you. And by that of the time of the awakening of the morning, you will feel at ease within yourself. You understand?
Thank you so much, sister.
You
Yes,
are welcome, my dear. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Bless you. Right, the next two more are now on the list. Next person is Karen. Just going to mute you, Karen. Go.
Good evening, Sister Savannah.
Good evening, my dear. You are normally straight in at the beginning.
Not this time, eh? Definitely not.
You know why, my dear? I will tell you. They were pushing you out. You know that young man that does the group?
Yeah.
He thought I'd push her to last. He's naughty, isn't he?
Very naughty.
I will have to sort him out with your permission, my dear.
Definitely.
God bless you, my dear. What is your question, please, sister?
First of all, I'd like to just say that I had some guidance last week that I asked for, and everything went well. So I was really grateful for that. But my dilemma at the minute is, I know over the next couple of weeks, I know that don't mean much to you, my grandmother hasn't got long left. And I know her body is preparing for it. But after visiting her yesterday, I know she's fearful. She said she wants to go now and God won't take her. And on leaving her, trying to reassure her, as I was driving back home, my full body completely shivered inside. And I didn't know if that was like just preparing me a bit more. I'm not sure. That's why I was going to just ask that question.
Right, my dear. First of all, we do not give death from the realms of spirit. When the time is the time to be called, they will be called into the realms of spirit. As your words were being spoken, I will say to you, what was being given to me from that of your guide. She is not going. She wants to go, yes, but she is not going. You look at her and you see with your material eyes that she is weakening, you understand. What you do not see in the spirit is becoming stronger, and you will see an upward surge with her very soon. When you said that you left and you was in your vehicle coming home, you felt a cold shudder going through you. The Father influence in spirit was there with you, and came to make you aware that he is there for you. You understand?
Oh, that's really nice, because he was very close with her, yeah, so.
Yes,
yeah.
my dear. Again, the words, God works in mysterious ways, and you have to learn to go by your feelings. You said, I wondered if they'd come to reassure me. Yes, they did. They made their presence known towards you. Many times, my dear, we have to laugh at men when they say, I had a cold shudder going down my back. Someone must have trod upon my grave. They didn't tread upon a grave. They just came into you, passing through you to say, I am here. You understand?
Yeah, thank you.
You are welcome, my dear. Do you have another question, my dear?
I did, but it's gone out my head, so it couldn't have been that important.
My
But
dear,
thank you.
there is not much that stays within your head, does it, my dear? I leave you and I say, God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Right, I'm just the last now. May I ask a two-part question, sister?
No,
Okay,
you
bye.
may ask questions, but you cannot ask part questions.
Anyway, the first part is how often should you send healing and how often should you replenish yourself? And then the second part is, or is it automatic and spirit just replenishes you without needing to sit in your silence to replenish yourself?
That is correct. You have just answered the question for yourself, my brother. It is always an honor to hear your voice and for you to ask the question. Let me explain to you. When you sit within your silence, that is where the healing angels come towards you to build you Pull the energies, the healing energies within yourself. They can use you at any time. It does not mean to say, I must sit at 9 o'clock, I must sit at 11 to replenish. No, it is not. What we do in spirit, we use a vessel. First of all, we know the timing roughly of when you are going to do the healing, sending out the healing energies. So we take the time without you realizing to fill you anew, to replenish your body with the energies within so that you can share. And once you have finished sending out the healing energies to those within life and doing the bidding of spirit as you are brought back into yourself. Again, the spirit angels are replenishing your body, building the newness of energies for when it is needed. Because, my brother, when the healing energies are within you, you do not know what time or when you are called upon to give the healing energies to those that are in need. You understand?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for those answers.
You are welcome, brother. You see, you do not understand what we understand. We watch over you, brother. We watch over you more than you realize. And we know when it is time that we can use you. We know when you are strong within yourself. And when we see the weakness within you, that is when we start to put the energies into you so that you can feel the healing that you are about to give to others. Because a little bit for you and a little bit for others are very important, you understand?
Yes, absolutely. Right, that's everyone on the list. If you would like to give your ending philosophy, sister.
Brother, first of all, may I thank you. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for allowing me to use up the vessel to come and speak to man within your group. I wish first of all to thank each and every one, old and new, that have entered into the group. It has been a privilege to meet each and every one of you. It is an honor to hear your words. I come through the vessel because you see, it is my duty to help and my duty to share with man knowledge that has been given to me from that of the elders within that of the school of learning. I have said many times, and please forgive as I give the words to that of the newness of the group. A prayer that I leave you with. Lord, while I'm asleep, take my inner spirit to the school of learning, so I may gain the knowledge of truth that I may share with our brothers and sisters of the earth. For those that are new to the group, if you say the prayer every night before you close your eyes, your inner spirit will be lifted from you and taken to the school of learning, where you will learn greater knowledge than what man can give to you within life. Those words I give to you freely. I do hope to see you all again soon. I thank you once again as I leave you and pass you back to our brother. I love you all, and I wish you a good evening, as I say, Good night, each and every one of you that have come within the group. There's so much energy that has been brought within. You do not realize. When you come into a group such as this, you think, I'll sit, I'll listen, I'll ask questions. Yet when you're sitting, you are sending energies into the group, and the energies within the group, those energies touch each and every one. And let me tell you, each and every one of you has received the love of spirit, but also received the healing of the angels. So I say God bless you and thank each and every one of you.